Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Kyla and I make makeup videos for the most part. Today we are talking about some new stuff from Colourpop that I got. I have some lippies, some eye stuff, the sponge set. I've been waiting so long to get my hands on the sponge set. It is outrageous. But first, I changed my room and it's dark out, so it probably looks a bit dark back there, but I didn't like how my backdrop was before, so we're gonna play around with it and see what we can do. I might add some lights or something to kind of glam it up a little bit, but I don't know yet. So, hopefully I don't look too dark. I did re-change my lights some as well, but we'll see. It doesn't help that it's nighttime. Anyways, so today I'm going to just go through everything and put it all on my face for the most part. I'm going to try to use as much Colourpop stuff as I can in this video. I don't have a Colourpop primer, so I'm just using the e.l.f. one, the putty one. I do enjoy this primer. So, just to kind of balance out my skin. Okay. So, first things first is the sponge set. It's the Full Beat Blending Sponge Kit. It comes with 5 sponges. 2 of mine are missing because I already wet them. They do grow quite a bit. There's 5 of them in here. You have the Velvet, the Detail, the Hourglass, the Complexion, the Silicone. The Complexion and the Velvet are the ones that I'm going to try today. But you can just see the difference in size when they get wet. They're really firm until you really saturate them. I wanted to try the Silicone, but I don't know how I'm going to use 3 sponges on my face and actually get good results, I guess. So we're just gonna start with 2 today. So the silicone one actually is supposed to be a reusable blending sponge with a unique silicone core that minimizes product absorption and is perfect for full coverage foundation. I'm gonna use a Pretty Fresh foundation and I don't think it's full coverage, so I'm not gonna use it. The Complexion one, which is this one, which is what we're gonna use, it's the reusable blending sponge that effortlessly blends makeup into skin for flawless application. Then there's the Hourglass, which is this one. It's the reusable blending sponge with an hourglass shape that fits comfortably in your hand and effortlessly blends product all over. The Detail one, which is this one. It's mine has my other one has ended. A reusable blending sponge with a precision tip that effortlessly blends makeup under the eyes and fits in every contour of the face. And then the Velvet one, which is one of the ones I'm going to use as well because it feels cool. It's a reusable microfiber sponge with a unique flocked velvet texture that creates a flawless airbrush look. So we'll see which ones look the coolest. So I'm going to start with the Complexion one and do one side of my face and then do the Velvet one on the other side. And I'm using the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation, not the tinted moisturizer. I love that, but I'm going to try the foundation today in the shade Bare 05W. I'm going to use the side of it. I don't tend to like flat sponges per se, so we're going to just try and hope for the best. It definitely is way bigger than a beauty blender gets, so it covers a lot more surface. And I only did 1 pump, so you can see that half of my face is definitely covered. So interesting. I understand now why they have the Detail one, because this is huge, so you can't quite get up under the eye and whatnot, or in this nose crevice here. So good to know. Okay. Okay, so I didn't blend in that primer all the way over here. Now we're gonna do the Velvet one. I'm interested in this. I don't understand why they're all flat on the bottom. I wish I had put the foundation closer to the point, so I'm going to do that with the Velvet one and just not take that into consideration. It doesn't have a point, but closer to the more narrow end. And just again, 1 pump. So this one, I definitely have to drag it more. I don't feel like it blends out as nicely. I definitely like the Complexion one better, but it does look way more airbrushed. Just flawless looking. It just takes a lot more work to kind of get it going. the finish is a lot better. I definitely feel like it absorbed more product though. Like it didn't deposit as much. So I'm gonna take this one because it has a little bit left on it and just kind of go over the areas that I didn't get to apply as much. So far I like the complexion one way better than the velvet one. It just, like the velvet one gives a nice finish, like really airbrushed, like it said, but this one just distributed the product so much better. So there's that. Now we're gonna use the concealer. I'm using the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer under both of my eyeballs. And I'm gonna use the complexion sponge and that pointed end. This one's a lot softer, which is ironic because the other one is velvet. It's definitely firmer than a beauty blender, but it's still relatively nice. And I got this stuff on during one of their sales, and so the sponge set was $15 for me. I think it's $20 normally. So $20 for 5 sponges though is remarkable compared to a beauty blender, which is $20 for 1. Nope, I meant to use the velvet one on this side. I forgot. It's okay. I think it looks pretty good though. It did a good job like blending it out. So I'm pleased so far. I'm going to use the Flexitarian highlighter because we're just sticking with the Colourpop theme and just dabbing it on my cheekbones to get a glow. I don't want too much going on, just a little bit extra oomph to give like a natural glow, kind of, you know. This highlighter, I always forget how pretty it is. The foundation looks a little dry, but I think it's just the foundation. This side definitely looks way more airbrushed than this side does. It just took a lot more powder. I don't know how well you guys can tell the difference between the two, but we're gonna put a little bit of powder on. I was gonna use this one size one, but I'm a little bit afraid because it's supposed to be like drying or like matte or for oily skin, I guess. And that concerns me because I'm dry. We're gonna try it anyways. I don't have Colourpop brushes. So far, so good. Yeah. I like this side, the look of it better. It just looks more flawless and smooth than this side does. Okay, I don't have Colourpop bronzer, so I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs one. The highlighter looks so good. Okay, now for a blush, I've got the Colourpop one. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks like this. I've used it in previous videos, so if you've watched any of them, it's the same one. Pinch Me, maybe? I don't remember. I haven't used powder blush in a hot minute. I've been using cream, and then I might put like a powder over it after, but I've been starting with cream, definitely. I've also been liking to do my blush further back than usual. I feel like it makes my face look more awake and less like dragged down. Like this side, I wasn't paying attention and brought it a little bit too far forward, but this side I just feel like it looks way more alive. Okay, so if my camera seems a little bit off now, a lot of things happened. So someone outside started leaf blowing, so I had to pause. And then my camera fell, so I had to like readjust it, so it might be a little bit off now. It's fine, it's all fine. I did my brows. I used the Hourglass pencil. I can't find my Colourpop one. I have a Colourpop brow pencil, and I freaking love it, and I used it and took it on my date like a while ago, and I can't find it now, so I had to use the Hourglass one. And I went to try to buy another one, and they were sold out at Ulta. Let me go ahead and do the eyes now. I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to pop the eyes out. So I got this palette. It's the At Forest Sight, the RawBeautyKristi Colourpop collab. And it's cute. So I'm excited to play with it. So we are going to I guess I can swatch some of these first. I probably should have swatched before zooming in. It's fine. I just don't think things through. So the first row is pretty warm and definitely in my alley. You have Puffball, Chanterelle, Rainier, and Old Growth. They look super pigmented. I have nothing on my hand, by the way. Ooh. Ha ha. Wow. Okay, those are really pretty. That brown's a little bit lackluster, but it'll make nice crease shade because it's not too pigmented. Those look really nice. And that's just like one pass. Like, can we build it up? The second row, we have Manita. I'm assuming it has a little star there because it's not meant to be used on the eyes. Homegrown, West Coast, and Evergreen. Ooh. Holy pigment. Wow. Okay, those first two are super pigmented. Like, that's one swipe, bro. But so pretty. Okay, I'm excited. My hand is stained now, kind of, from that purple. So for the last row, I went like this. So I feel like it's only right to go that way. We have Fiddlehead, Emerald City, PNW, and Let It Rain. That blue one has a lot of fallout. That's pretty. Wow. Yeah, that blue one has a massive fallout. It's pretty though. They're pigmented. That first one was a little bit eh, which is sad because that was the one I wanted to use, but it's fine. Those are really pigmented for just one swipe though. RawBeautyKristi really did that, and Colourpop too. Like, okay, pigment. I was gonna use that green, but now I'm not so sure. We might still try it. Old Growth first, followed by Puffball. And oh, there's a lot of kick up. Oh, that's really nice. It's pretty pigmented considering. Okay, I see that. Okay, okay. Now I'm gonna use that Puffball shade. Doesn't have as much kick up as the Old Growth did, but still. Ooh, I like that shade a lot. That is so up my alley. Wow, I'm so glad I got this palette already. Okay, she's stunning. Wow. They really blend out well. This is like one of my favorite Colourpop palettes already. It just like blends really well, and the pigment is really nice too. Holy crap. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that Fiddlehead, that green, and just see what we can do with it. So even on this like blending brush, it's still went out pretty pigmented. I'm tempted to like put the gold, but I'm also tempted to use that evergreen. So this side didn't blend out as well. It's a little bit patchier, but we're working with it, rocking and rolling with it. She's cute. I think I'm gonna mix Homegrown with the Puffball and just try to deepen this a little bit without being too purple, hopefully. Oh, wow. That may not have been the move, but I have to commit now because I did it. Don't think that was my best idea. I'm gonna try to wipe my brush off as best as I can and blend this darkness out here. Digging the green though. Digging the green. And can you guys see the fallout? Hopefully. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade. So I went in with this one, now I'm gonna go with that one. And pop that kind of near the inner corner. That's beautiful. I was afraid it was going to have that reddish undertone that they do with a lot of shades like this. Like the Wet n Wild one, and a MAC one, and Urban Decay has one. Like, I just don't care for that. But that looks really good. I like that, so it's a win in my book. On the bottom, I'm going to go in with that Puffball and maybe a little bit of the Chanterelle, which is that yellow. And really smoke it out because I want to use some of that Emerald City, which was the darker green. I'm going to take Emerald City. I dig it. I dig it. Okay. I like this. I do feel like I need eyeliner. I think I have a Colourpop eyeliner. I mean, I have like the pot one, but I don't feel like using a pot one. So I'm going to take my Clinique one and just pop a wing on real quick. They aren't quite even, but it's fine. So another new product that I got is I got 4 of Colourpop's eyeliners. 2 of them are from the RawBeautyKristi line, and then 2 of them are just regular ones. I don't think these are the ones that I already have. So I have this beautiful blue color, just really light and blue, and gonna be good for the summer. And this greenish color. I don't even know if you can see it. Then a yellow. Really pretty, like mustardy. And orange. So their names are, the orange is Red Rock, the yellow is Marigold, the green is Icebreaker, and the blue is Big Splash. I was not afraid. Oh well, you got it. So that's what they look like. I'm gonna go in with the yellow from RawBeautyKristi and put that in my waterline. Ooh, that looks really pretty. It really like draws us all together. This is very Kristi vibes. So now I'm going to use this mascara. It's the Colourpop Volume Mascara. Mine might be a little bit dry. We'll see. This mascara is not my favorite for the bottom lashes, but it could definitely be worse. So I'm going to zoom you in. Okay. And so my lashes are really long, which is really nice. That mascara was a little bit dried out, so it's kind of took quite a few coats, but it looks pretty good considering. Not spidery, which is nice. I dig this look so far. My base, like this side looks way better than this side does, but it happens. Okay, so now for lips. I got 3 new lip products. They're the Lippy Sticks. It was a set that they had. The shades are Unreal, Good Times, and Fab. So I'm going to swatch them and just kind of decide which one I want to wear. So this one is Fab. It's the lightest. They have new lids, so you can see it better. This one is Good Times, which is the deepest. Very brown. And this one is Unreal. It's kind of a middle ground. I think I'm gonna wear Unreal, the middle ground one. It's a little bit more orangey, like coppery than I expected, but it's pretty. I think I might take a little bit of the lighter shade, Fab, and pop it in the middle to kind of brighten it. Okay, and just wipe that off a little bit. I dig it. What do you guys think? I definitely like the sponges. I will definitely be using this one again. This one's kind of, we'll have to see. Maybe with like something liquidier than that one. Eyeshadow palette was a hit. Eyeliner's always a hit. I love Colourpop's eyeliners so much. They used to have a ton of shades and they got rid of a bunch of them. Like, why? I'm excited to try out these other sponges too, so we'll see. But that being said, I dig the palette. I dig the sponges. The eyeliners, even the lipsticks are really nice. The lipsticks in general are really comfortable. They just can be a little bit drying, just a hair. That being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram, it's at MakeUpMySmile. And I'm trying to post a little bit more regularly. But yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out the door. Bye!